So, when you decide to go on vacation,
I've done that before.
yes,
Multiple
and
times.
the first thing that I think of, well, I'll be going on vacation soon, and you look for Airbnbs.
Yes.
Okay, you look at the reviews, you're like, this is a great place, all this stuff. But what does Airbnb do to look at your background?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing, right?
I mean, if you're paying, they don't care.
True.
'Kay.
You do
You
have reviews on tenants, though.
You do.
Or not. Or
Like the person that stays.
Yeah.
Like the person
Yes.
that stays, you can review them.
yeah.
But if you're if you just joined and you've only
You have
had one
none.
stay,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
or you stay a couple places, you're great, and all of a sudden you're just
You're
a
not
nightmare. You're not.
Is that what's happening?
You're
This
not
person
great.
wasn't great.
Okay.
No, this is gonna be a great
So-
story.
This.
It's gonna be a bad story, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Airbnb guest Elizabeth.
Wait, where's this?
This is from
source?
Daily Mail.
'Kay.
Airbnb guest Elizabeth Hirschhorn
Okay.
was kicked out
alright.
of an Oakland rental 2 months before moving into Brentwood's mansion, where the Harvard grad has overstayed for 540 days.
She rented the Airbnb for 540 days, or she just.
Queen?
Is she like an Airbnb squatter?
Yes,
Ooh.
she is.
Ooh.
She is.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So,
So-
what was the original?
500
So over a year.
over a year.
Okay. Tenant from hell, Elizabeth, was kicked out of a
But you said
2.6.
a Harvard grad. No.
Hold on.
Did you say
I
that?
think that was
The
in there.
Harvard grad.
So
Yeah.
Elizabeth is
Yeah.
a Harvard grad
Staying in a mansion.
staying in a mansion.
So what does that tell you? She kind of knows maybe some laws
Oh.
to work around. Coin. Tenant from hell, Elizabeth, was kicked
Yeah.
out of a $2.6 million rental in California less than 2 months before moving into the ritzy Brentwood guest house, where she has since refused to leave.
So okay, wait. So she was renting the 2.6 million rental property that was on Airbnb
In California.
in California. And she was renting this as like an in between because she was going to move into this.
It was a long-term rental.
Okay.
They had it on there to where you could do a long-term.
Okay.
Then once that ended, she just
Stayed.
Stayed.
Quite. Are you ready for it to get better?
Well, okay. What's the length of time? I need details.
I know.
So.
Oh, but are you ready for it
yeah,
to get better?
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready.
Elizabeth, who's 55,
Oh. Okay, wasn't
'Kay.
expecting that.
No,
is demanding.
Retribution.
She's demanding $100,000 to leave. To leave this property
that she's not paying rent on.
that she's not paying rent on.
Wait, how?
Why?
How is that possible?
Yep.
Is that possible? Is that a thing?
Okay. The property that she rented through Airbnb in September of 2021 and has been squatting in ever since. Okay. Now, as she is pictured here for the first time, blah, 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 can exclusively reveal Harvard educated did the same thing to a Bay Area landlord. Ha! Oh, that's funny.
Poor
That
Callie.
was settled.
Poor Callie.
Settled in a case in July of 2021. So she just moved on to her next victim.
So wait, so did she get money from the
They
previous one?
settled it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
This is what she does for a
Hold
living.
on. How
Uh-huh.
can you not evict her?
Because
How can you not get her forcibly
So-
removed
Mhm.
okay.
by police?
Okay. Court filings reveal the current Brentwood tenant landlord dispute is strikingly similar to another case. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, this was over a dispute over cleaning with the man whom she initially was property moving out. Anyway, hold on. Let me get down here. Oh, there's a bunch of pictures. Okay. Oh, her other dispute was settled for a $19,000 American Express credit card bill.
Cool.
So she's doing great in life.
Crushing it.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay, she was ordered to pay that. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so now she has been dubbed America's worst Airbnb renter after it emerged that she squatted in the guest house belonging to this person in California for more than 540 days after her initial 6-month tenancy expired while paying no rent. The man who owned it, he's owned it since 1997.
Dang.
This mansion. He's repeatedly tried to get her out, even offering alternative accommodation in a hotel and $2,000 to relocate. But she's asking for $100,000. So despite his efforts, she told him that she wants $100,000 to move and added, "I don't feel safe being forced to vacate with a housing disability and the high risks of COVID-19 complications."
No. You're trespassing. 911.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have a
gets-
trespasser and I need them removed from my property.
It gets
I don't
better.
understand what is happening.
Yep.
But yeah, just go slap some trespassing signs up and then call the
So-
police. I don't understand.
Once I get down here, because I don't want to misspeak.
What would you do? What would you do if that happened to you? Guys have rentals.
Yeah.
What would you do?
We do a lot of month to month, so we can just kick out and not have
That's a good.
squatting.
But okay, but
I don't
if that,
wanna-
what
I
would you
don't-
guys do?
I don't want to think about that. We were scared when we first bought the properties. We were scared that we were gonna have that issue because the people lived there and the last owners were like scum owners and didn't take care of anything, and so these people were living in like bug infested, right? Like disgusting.
Ooh.
So we were nervous that they would never move out, but I don't know. That sucks.
Because
Think
you've dealt with some evictions, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's different whenever like an Airbnb. If it was booked through Airbnb, I don't know
What the rules and
what-
regulation.
Yeah, like
That sucks.
I also just don't understand why. Like, what right does she have to
I'm
stay?
trying to
Or
get
what
there.
right does she have
That's-
to tell them to give her money?
to move.
Also, cool. COVID-19. You're
Oh, yeah.
19, right? You're scared of that. It's 20. Like,
well, did this happen in? When did this?
well, it started in. Well, no, because if it's 500 and something days, I would assume 2020.
It went into 2022.
Oh, it went in. So she left the original one in 2021 and moved into this one, and it's like,
Gosh.
Just over a month before.
which
So in July, the previous one that she was squatting in was settled. And then a month later, she moved into the Airbnb where she stayed. So, but
July 2021. So 6 months. That puts her at beginning of the year 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And when did the president announce that? Didn't the president announce that COVID-19 was like not officially over because
Yeah.
it's like it's
There's
still a
another
thing,
strain or
but
whatever.
like that we didn't have to have all of the
okay. So I got to the point where it
Okay.
says it. So the dispute with the Airbnb host and renowned dentist, he's a renowned dentist in California, is now at the center of an ongoing lawsuit to evict her. But an LA judge said he has no right to remove the tenant.
Why?
Why is she
According
not
to
paying?
court documents, the owner approved a 6-month stay for
Okay.
her from September 13th, 2021 to March 19th of 2022.
Okay.
A total of 187 nights. For $105 a night
Oh,
and-
that's cheap.
and
13.
19,833 total. She extended her stay by 24 additional days with an end date of April 21st. Things turned hostile when the owner went to fix the electric blinds in the guest house after receiving a complaint. When he was inside the property, he noticed there was mold and water damage around the sink, which he claimed was not there when she moved in. Then the owner claims he offered to pay for a hotel for her to stay while he fixed the damages, but she refused
Oh.
and said, "I don't feel safe being forced to vacate during
Oh.
the ick." She also cited LA County's COVID regulations at the time, as well as a medical note proving she had chemical sensitivities. That's weird. After a refusal, the owner offered her to stay in his own home.
Oh no, that's a no.
That's also no.
That's a no for
Which
me.
she also declined because of her sensitivities to cats. Good thing he has cats. Now
She wouldn't
she
leave his mansion
is countersuing him
because he tried to make her leave. during her
She has
paid-
claimed that he inappropriately invited her to move into his house. She's literally...
She's a con artist.
She's a con
Yeah,
artist.
she's a con
Okay, that was
artist.
according to LA Times. But I saw it in here. It was something in the law of California that this article's done. But it was something in the law that if you were in a place for like 6 months, which was her stay, you can't evict them without X, Y, and Z.
She knew that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She knew that. Oh, that's dirty.
Now she's going to sue him because he inappropriately invited her.
For how much, I wonder?
100,000.
I've been inappropriately invited places and touched and come
can
I go sue?
Can I be? Stop it.
Wow.
That's wild.
That's freaking
Which
wild.
also,
Hashtag don't be an Airbnb host. Oh my gosh.
But then you have the other side of it because you had a story about Airbnb.
An Airbnb host
That was
story.
sketch.
That
Yeah.
was.
Tell us.
Yeah, that one, we were going to Pagosa Springs and we had dogs. And they're like, oh, okay. You know, we have 3 dogs. I was like, do we have Nugget at that time? We did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so we have 3 dogs. And they're like, yeah, fine. $25 per dog, pet deposit
Okay.
per
Alright.
night.
Ugh,
Okay,
that's a lot of
fine. And
money.
we were staying there like 3 nights. I think it was 3. And we get there, and the lady was like, oh, as we're getting there, she was like, they have to be in kennels. And we're like, oh, shit. Well, our dogs aren't like, one of my dogs is kennel trained. The other 2 are like really good, and they don't need to be in kennels. But anyway.
They don't have any
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah. So we're like, okay. So we bought some like portable kennels, whatever. And when we got in there, I walked into the master bedroom and opened the door, and I was like, holy dog piss. And our dogs don't have accidents, and I wasn't concerned. But like, I was concerned about my puppy, who was really good at not having accidents.
Right.
But the amount of dog pee I smelled in the master bedroom,
That
I was like,
makes them want to go potty
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
she's gonna smell it. And then I like looked, and I was like, oh my gosh, I even like there was dog pee visible stains
Yeah.
in the master bedroom.
Like it had like sat there and
Yeah.
festered.
Yep. Yeah. So we emailed her right away,
Yeah.
right when we got in, and she was like, oh, I saw you guys walk in with the dogs.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but you can come right now and touch that spot, and it's dry. Oh, she did. She was like, I'll be right over. And we're like, oh shit. Okay, fine, whatever. So she came over and she like got on her hands and knees, touched it, and she was like, oh, well, that I carpet cleaned this whole thing and it's completely fine. And then I like pointed out a couple other stains, and she was like, okay, well, you know, we'll note that in there. It'll be fine.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Did you take pictures?
No.
Oh.
Next time.
Oh,
never-
100%.
yeah.
Always take pictures.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, whatever. And the laundry room was in the master bedroom, which we didn't clean. We didn't need to clean it. Like, I didn't need to do laundry or whatever. There was a door in the master bedroom to go out to the patio, which was a nice little cabiny,
Yeah.
you know, whatever, fine.
Yeah.
So then every time we left, I was nervous that she was going to come into the place, and one of our dogs is aggressive, and I was like, God, I don't want her to. Anyways, we go to leave. We didn't stay an extra night because we didn't feel safe. We didn't feel
Right.
comfortable. I was
Right.
like, she lives way too close. We paid really good money, but I was like, we're out. She got back after they're like, give your review, and we're like, Ryan, he was like, I'm going to give her a 1-star review.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And I was like, don't be that person. It wasn't that bad.
It was
I
pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
It was pretty bad, right?
That's pretty bad.
But I was like, God, it's not that bad. Just put in there, if you have pets, just make sure you bring a crate because they have to be in a crate. Also, make sure you mention that, there is previous pet stains. And he mentioned that. He didn't say, and mentioned that the owner does live close. Because when you go somewhere, you don't want the owner right.
No.
Like,
no.
you want to feel on vacation.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like it when
To
they're that
just-
close.
No. And I
Yeah.
don't want to know they're that close.
I know.
Don't tell me they're that close.
Especially knowing that they have keys
Yes.
to
Yeah.
just come in creepily.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we put a review, and I don't remember what review he gave her. I want to say it was like a 4-star review. And then put all those notes, though. The
Yeah.
pet stains, crate, the whole 9 yards. She gave Ryan a 1-star review after the fact because she could review after we did.
Yeah.
And tried to charge us $1,500 for a pet stain.
You didn't have to pay it though, right?
we
it.
fought the shit out of that.
Yeah.
And we got on Airbnb. I'll never use Airbnb again. I will never, even though we didn't have to pay it, but like now that review is on Ryan's, I should pull it up later and read it. It's on there saying horrible tenants. We even like vacuumed after because
Right.
dog hair. Oh, and dogs couldn't be on the couches or any of the chairs. Like, just say no to dogs.
Just say no
if
dogs.
you're gonna
Yeah.
say pets allowed,
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's stupid.
So I think, okay, you do have like or not responsible pet owners.
yes.
Yes.
That their dogs will chew, their dogs will like
Yep.
do all kinds of stuff. It's like, so it's hard to like know if that person's like they're really good and
Yeah.
then they're not, right?
But
Like
that's where you have it to where you can charge them if they chew up your couch
Yeah.
or whatever. That would be $1,500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
But-
wasn't there
Don't
You know what her charge
come-
was? There was a bleach spot by the door going out to the patio that I pointed out to her
Uh-huh.
when she was there. And she was like, and in the email, she said $1,500.
Why don't you go ahead and tell them the name and the cabin and the
So no
location,
one ever
and so do
stays
not
there?
ever stay there.
Yeah.
Blacklister.
Yeah. And she put on there $1,500 to replace the whole carpet in the master bedroom.
Oh, so she was just waiting for a tenant that
Yes.
she could charge and
Yeah.
get her carpet replaced.
To get her carpet replaced.
Yeah.
And Ryan was like, oh, I'm 100% fighting this. Like,
Yeah,
because we
screw that.
did have the emails to her when we first got there. Oh, and
Yes.
she had cameras at the front door, which was fine, right? You want to know
Yeah.
who's coming in. But she had cameras on like the sides of the houses too, because she was like, her comment was, before she came over the first time was, oh, I saw you come in and the dogs didn't have a leash on. And I saw you didn't take your dogs out for a walk right before you came in the house.
Okay.
What does that mean?
How do you know I didn't take my dog's potty before we got here? Like, literally on the street. Like, it was weird. So she was automatically
yeah.
saying.
She was trying to get.
Mhm.
She was trying to get you.
Oh, yeah. She
Yeah.
was trying to say our dogs peed in the house right away.
Yeah.
And that's why I
Yeah.
was like, get on your hands and knees and go feel it. It's dry.
Yeah.
We just got here a half hour ago. It's dry. Yeah. And then Ryan, like, commented back and was like, to Airbnb, like, he was fighting hard for it.
Yeah.
And he was like, let me screenshot my whole email to her of saying
Yeah.
there's pet stains
Yeah.
in here before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it got dropped. So, but that's a horrible
Yeah.
renter.
Host.
Host. There you go.
Yeah,
That's what they're called.
Airbnb host.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I actually, I don't know if I sent you guys this article. I think I did. There is a hack for Airbnb,
Mhm.
You did.
and
Yes.
Airbnb overcharges.
They do. They charge
Wow.
the shit out of
Yeah,
things.
like this one lady, like she found the same rental on another rental site and saved $600
Yeah.
by booking it through this other like
Yeah.
unknown like rental site
Yeah.
versus Airbnb.
Yeah.
Like, because it's so funny. You're like looking at Airbnb
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, that's cheap. You click to reserve and you're like, oh, $5,000 when it was supposed to be $1,000.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
where did
How
all
did
those
that
charges come
Come
from?
up.
Yeah.
Service
Like,
fee, cleaning
yeah.
fee.
Service, taxes,
Gosh.
Dude,
like
I-
convenience fee, all of it.
Since I was recently looking for Airbnbs, I found this one that was like, we don't charge for cleaning fees because, like, why? Why would we charge for cleaning fees? Like, on Airbnb. And I was like, that's so nice. Because somebody's paid $300 for a cleaning fee? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's like
a
you're-
one bedroom, one bath.
Yes.
And you're like, what are you cleaning?
Yeah. I'm barely there 24 hours.
Especially
you
when it's a
cleaning?
one night, which
Yeah.
is
Oh
what I
my
was
gosh.
booking.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not even that dirty.
So there's another part of it too. Like, so James and I have talked about this too. There's, it's not even convenient anymore. Like
Airbnb.
before, it was like convenient, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now I have to take the sheets off. I have to take the trash out. I have to clean the dishes. I have to put the dishes
Plus
away. I have to,
$300 cleaning fee.
plus a cleaning fee.
Mhm.
What am I paying you for?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Like-
cleaned it all.
In a
That's-
hotel, I just go and do I have to take the sheets off? Do I have to
No.
take the
And
trash
sleep
out?
in
Do
it.
I have to?
Yeah.
No,
But
I just
the
leave.
problem with that is the dogs.
Yeah.
So
Traveling
there are
with dogs.
more and more hotels that allow dogs.
Yeah, do they, Lydia?
Well, more than they used to.
Right.
But if
But-
it's not a manager that's a psychopath,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, I'm pretty sure we have.
Yeah, go look up.
Go look up
Go
that.
look up
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
episode.
But yeah, I don't think Airbnb is any better. It used to be very convenient to use Airbnb.
Mhm.
I think it's more convenient now. And like better with my time because with an Airbnb, it's like this massive checkout
Checkout
list.
list,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
a good point.
Which,
well,
if you're there for a week, that
Whatever.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
cool.
Like,
Yeah.
yes, I've used all the dishes. I've slept in this bed for that
Mhm.
long. Whatever. But if it's one night, come on.
Yeah.
I don't even strip my sheets every day.
every day.
No.
No.
Who does?
Yeah.
When one disintegrates, you put on another.
There you
Exactly.
go.
But
Woo,
that's,
man.
the squatter thing is gnarly.
Yo.
There's even
So,
Careful.
Is there an ending to it yet?
No,
uh,
it's still
doesn't
ongoing,
sound
right?
like it.
We're gonna have to stay tuned for that one.
Yeah.
I-
Also, if
don't
you're in
know.
California, booking an Airbnb,
yeah.
now you know your rights.
Just ask Elizabeth. That's your name?
I
Yeah.
think- I don't
Old
really know.
Elizabeth.
55 years
55,
old.
that's
You
it,
know,
yeah.
I bet she's been conning for
For a while.
years.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Years.
She probably conned Harvard. She actually probably doesn't have a Harvard degree.
It's probably true.
That's true.
Yeah. Probably
She's-
just printed a piece
she-
of paper.
She's probably a legit
Yeah.
Con artist.
con artist. Yeah.
There's also that Netflix series about squatters.
Oof. I don't even.
Gnarly.
Oof.
It was crazy
That's
to watch.
stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stressful.
It was
Yeah.
crazy. But
Well, if you want to hear more about this, we may or may not ever talk about it again. So
but you never know, so tune in.
exactly,
Yeah.
you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.